everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The time for talk is over as we are just mere moments away from the Super Bowl. Two teams now have a chance to prove they are the best. It's the Steelers going up against the Seahawks.
Larry, it has been a tumultuous yet utterly riveting 2018 NFL season, and it all comes to a close here tonight as we welcome you to Super Bowl 53 from two-year-old Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman, looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. On second down, Wilson escaping the pressure right. And some room to work. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down.
You know, I don't think this is the last time we'll see that in this game. This guy has mobility, and they want to use his legs in the game plan. So there will be designed runs as well as his scrambles.
Here's Coleman on the toss. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. Starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
They will run again with Coleman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on third down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Second down following the run. Again, it's Bell. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On third down, Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first.
How many times do we hear that third down may be the most important down in football, and there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line to pick up a key first down.
About 3 yards there to the 27.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. After the penalty, it's Bell. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old-school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 3rd down, it's Martin. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. And Gano's kick is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath, first do no harm. And right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. This is Coleman. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. And the D looking like they may blitz. On 3rd down, it's Coleman. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
On 3rd down, Wilson being chased out left. Wilson snags it left side. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And the first play will be a field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So this offensive unit, they've now had 3 drives, and they only have 3 points to show for it.
Payoff is the key for everything. How many offenses have we talked to that say we have to finish drives? Thus far, this team hasn't finished it quite the way they wanted to.
The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be a 2nd down. Roethlisberger now off the bootleg. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Frank Clark from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown, complete. A good pickup there, a 22. And connection number 1 there on the game, Roethlisberger to Boney Tony. Antonio Brown, that's what his high school teammates used to call him.
I wonder what they would call him now.
More muscular, more successful Boney Tony Brown, right?
I'd say you're probably right. They may be all of that. They'll still call him Boney Tony, but Ben Roethlisberger calls him my number 1 target.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll go again with Bell. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving him a whole lot of credit and thanking him for that much space to run with.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On second down, it's Bell, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. And off comes to Martin. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A give going right to Martin. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They begin the drive with Coleman. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. Remain here in the 1st half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this. And the offense facing a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this 1st half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is Archer. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. Might have been 1 man away from 6 points. As it stands, it's a huge return. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And some room to maneuver. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Le'Veon Bell, 39 yards. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And his kick is good. Gano out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll toss it to Coleman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Here's Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the 1st half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge. No place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 33. And now the Seahawks are going to call another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend the lead out to 24. It's a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they get the field goal near the end of the first half to expand that lead.
Now, that's got to feel good, but they can't let up. Now on the kickoff, they've got to make sure they don't give up a big return or big yardage to set up the other team for one last chance to score themselves.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Coleman. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. On second down, here's Wilson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. So we've come upon halftime here in Super Bowl 53. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. There's Roethlisberger. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 3rd down, that's Martin. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On third down, that's Coleman. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. He finds Coleman. 7 yards there on the pickup, and it's good enough for a Seattle first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Throwing is Wilson. Buying time to his left. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it, Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Got his man, it's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Darren Waller from 6 yards away. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Gano out to kick this one away. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
2nd down following the incompletion. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Going deep here for Bryant. And that's caught inside the 35. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Martavis Bryant, 72 yards. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. Gano out to kick this one away. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Coleman now, and he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Here's Coleman. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Don't forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And the Seahawks on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And that time he's smothered as he's wrestled down. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's Archer. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll run it now out of the gun. And oh, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help. No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play. The give is to Bell. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Play clock winding down. On third down, it's Martin, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one. Maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And out now come the Seahawks. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ryan Shazier in there to get him for a loss of 5. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
On third down, that's Coleman, and he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, second and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And the Steelers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be third and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much room to operate as they'll get this up only to about the 41. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this third down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On third down, that's Coleman, and he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this across the 40 and up to about the 42-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The Seahawks on 3rd down. A very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And to give this time to the tailback. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? Rob has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by the defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. The intended target, Doug Baldwin. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. On 3rd down, that's Coleman. And he'll go down at the 28. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And that is no good. The Pittsburgh Steelers have won the Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy is going back to the Steel City. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they are the Super Bowl champs. The Lombardi Trophy is theirs, and so are bragging rights for an entire season. And what a season it has been. Feels like we have been there every step of the way. Our entire crew doing a wonderful job. Thanks to my broadcast partner, Charles Davis. For all those guys, I'm Brandon Gunn signing off. We'll talk to you next season right here on EA Sports.